What is truth? We don't know that. We don't. What exists? Does any of this exist? So,
what is even happening right now?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're re-explaining the ending of Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, unpacking its deeper meaning and themes. Naturally, you should watch the film first, because otherwise, spoilers.
This goes way beyond normal police work. This is something even I have not experienced.
Wake Up Dead Man is a locked room mystery, in which a seemingly impossible crime occurs in a confined space that a perpetrator somehow infiltrates. The film references classic locked room mysteries like John Dixon Carr's The Hollow Man, Sheridan Le Fanu's A Passage in the Secret History of an Irish Countess, and Edgar Allan Poe's The Murders in the Rue Morgue, have been cited as the first locked room mysteries ever written.
But what happened that night is a much larger scheme.
Yet there's arguably another that predates them all, the Bible, specifically Matthew 28, when Jesus' tomb is found empty.
This case is solvable, right?
I'm incapable of not solving a crime. Oh, you'll see. It's fun.
Okay, that's a stretch, but it is technically a mystery that happened in a concealed room. While some believe the body was stolen, Jesus appears to his disciples, which is all the proof they need of his miraculous resurrection.
A man gives a sermon. He then, in plain sight of everyone, walks into a sealed concrete box. And 30 seconds later, that man is lying dead.
Of course, Monsignor Jefferson Wicks is far from a Christ-like figure. He doesn't even have a cross hanging in his church, serving as a reminder of his shamed mother Grace, who died desperately seeking the diamond Eve's apple. Wicks's father took the diamond's whereabouts to his grave, in more ways than one, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. One other person knew where Wicks Sr. stashed the jewel. As a little girl, Martha Delacroix saw Wicks consume the forbidden fruit before dying.
Confess.
All right, stop! Here's what's gonna happen. Benoit Blanc and I are gonna ask you all some questions, and you're gonna answer them. We're gonna get to the bottom of who killed Monsignor Wicks and why!
Rather than share this information with Grace, Martha taunted her before she too died. Martha carried this guilt into adulthood, getting it off her chest in confession. What Martha didn't realize was that she confessed to Monsignor Wicks, who now knows the diamond's location.
This is a holy mystery. Unsolvable.
Holy shit. Sorry.
This isn't the only discovery Wicks recently unearthed, as Cy Draven is revealed to be his illegitimate son. Using Eve's apple, Draven plans to fund his political career with his father by his side. Wicks decides to leave his church and his faithful flock, who would have followed him to hell. That was until he threatened to destroy all of them.
To understand this case, we need to look at the myth that's being constructed.
This gave everyone a motive when Wicks walked into another room during a sermon, suddenly dropping dead on Good Friday. Dr. Nat Sharp discovers a knife in Wicks's back with a red devil head. While many people had a reason for wanting Wicks dead, all of the suspects were in the adjacent room when it happened. It's a case that only Benoit Blanc can crack.
Scooby-Doo.
Blanc receives help from Reverend Judd Duplessis, who is himself a suspect. While Duplessis has a violent past, he's dedicated his life to redemption and helping others.
Who killed Monsignor Wicks and why? And then... that's it!
Now, who wants to go first?
Where Duplessis wants to bring people together, Wicks got a kick out of dividing them, only thinking about himself. Although morally superior to Wicks, Duplessis is no angel himself, still prone to violent outbursts when pushed too far. It appears Wicks might have brought out Duplessis' inner devil when Blanc deduces that the Reverend took the victim's flask, which went missing from the crime scene. The small space where Wicks took his dying breath isn't the only locked room mystery. A few days after Wicks dies, around Easter Sunday, another resurrection supposedly takes place.
Okay, you're freaking me out now.
Wicks was buried alongside his father in a sealed tomb. As Duplessis runs through the courtyard on a rainy night, the tomb opens, and Monsignor Wicks seemingly emerges.
There's some Scooby-Doo shit going on here.
The mysterious figure punches Duplessis' lights out. When he awakens, Duplessis finds the body of Samson, the groundskeeper, by his side.
Everyone thinks I did it. I didn't do it.
While the evidence against Duplessis is piling up, Blanc eventually turns his attention to the real culprit, Dr. Sharp, whose skeleton is discovered in his basement alongside Wicks's unearthed corpse. Blanc pieces together that Sharp poisoned Wicks's flask. The blood and red devil head were already planted on Wicks before he died, being triggered after he took a swig from his flask. Sharp proceeded to insert the knife while inspecting the body. Although Sharp was unable to reclaim the flask before Duplessis got to it, everything else was going to plan.
What is truth? We don't know that. What exists? Does any of this exist?
Sharp didn't work alone. An unsuspecting Samson was convinced to be buried in the tomb in Wicks's place. Once inside, Samson grabbed Eve's apple from Wicks Sr.'s skeleton, where it had lain all these decades. A security camera would capture Samson, disguised as Wicks, emerging from the tomb, making it look like a miracle. What they didn't count on was Duplessis arriving on the scene. Samson knocked Duplessis out before he got a good look at his face, but Sharp wasn't content sharing Eve's apple. He stabbed Samson and set the unconscious Duplessis up as the murderer.
A perfectly impossible crime.
This case is solvable, right?
I'm incapable of not solving a crime. Oh, you'll see.
Yet there's still the matter of how Sharp ended up in a tub with his flesh melted off. Blanc has the explanation, but he chooses not to say it.
For a man, a reason. This is the Holy Grail.
Although Blanc isn't a man of faith, his experience with Duplessis has shown him how religion can have a positive effect on people. In the hands of greedy and manipulative false prophets like Wicks, it can be weaponized. With a leader like Duplessis showing people the way, though, it can bring comfort, redemption, and closure. Blanc thus decides to let the only remaining accomplice confess. Once the other suspects exit the church, Martha spills her soul to Duplessis and Blanc. She conspired with Sharp to kill Wicks and take Eve's apple.
Wicks had a vast family fortune.
Killing Samson wasn't part of the plan. Martha had convinced Samson to participate in the scheme. He went along, no questions asked. Samson placed his faith in Martha, who felt as if she had let an innocent man down. Martha knew that if Sharp killed Samson, she'd follow. Dropping by Sharp's house, Martha pieced together that he spiked her tea. With his back turned, Martha switched the glasses, causing Sharp to inadvertently poison himself. She disposed of the body and snatched Eve's apple. But Martha can't live with what she's done. Blanc can see in Martha's eyes that she's poisoned herself. As much as Blanc enjoys explaining things, he gives Martha the courtesy of being able to confess her greatest sins before departing this earth.
It's just a murder. And I solve murders.
Martha's fate is similar to that of Ernestine in The Hollow Man. In that novel, the housekeeper is revealed to have been an accomplice. She confesses her involvement before taking her life. The only loose end is what Martha did with Eve's apple. Duplessis and Blanc needn't look far, as Martha drops it after she succumbs to the poison. Blanc chooses to turn a blind eye, letting Duplessis decide what to do with Eve's apple. The diamond might be Cy Draven's inheritance, but he'll surely use it to buy as many votes as possible as he climbs the political ladder. Duplessis has seen how men like Wicks can ruin lives, even with a small platform. Draven would continue his father's example on a national scale.
But what happened that night is a much, much larger scheme.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Although Draven and his attorneys are suspicious, they can't prove that Duplessis took the apple. Duplessis resists the temptation to use the diamond for his own gain. Like the actual apple that Eve bit into, it's better left untouched by all.
The impossible crime.
Taking over Wicks's church, Duplessis finally constructs a large cross to hang. Inside the heart of Jesus lies Eve's apple, which is where it shall remain. In doing so, Duplessis also brings grace back into the church. There's just one more mystery. Where was Hugh Grant's Philip during all of this? We gotta get him to at least make another cameo in the fourth film.
Yes. Is this Benoit Blanc's residence?
What is this regarding?
Well, his office was closed, and I really need to speak with him. It's urgent. Please.
Blanc? There's someone here for you. With a box.
What did you think of Wake Up Dead Man? Let us know in the comments.